Pretzels, 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 pretzels,
Pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels, pretzels. With the salt in the dough, in the dough, in the salt in the
We
middle,
don't have the mic plugged in.
Oh, good point. Would you introduce us while I get the mic?
Hi, I'm Oscar Edgerton, and welcome to S.T.E.V.E, which stands for Spending Time with the Edgertons virtually every day. I'm Oscar.
I'm Jody.
Oh my, that was Owen.
I'm Owen.
And I have a special guest today.
Oh no. Who are you?
I'm Arden and Mrs. Potate.
Oh my god.
We were gonna kill him. I put him in my bed.
You
And
saved him.
I saved him. I swaddled him like a baby, and then I put him in my jacket.
It was pretty adorable.
I
Just looked like a
imitated pictures that my parents had of me as a child. And then I tucked him into bed next to me, and I slept the whole night with him.
You slept?
Arden slept
with a potato.
the sweet potato, yeah.
I mean, it is a pretty sweet
He's
potato.
my child. His name is Potate. Potate Tater Tot Edgerton.
That's
I want to eat him so much.
my grandpotate.
Yeah.
Aw.
Do you still
You
want to
can
eat
call him. You can call him Tater
Really?
or Tate for short.
Was the
You
other
wanna eat
potato
him?
that we had, was that related to that potato? Because we ate that potato.
It is
That
dead.
potato's
It's
gone.
like,
I have
no,
clue
actually, it's
what's
still
going
there.
on.
It's just cut in half.
We
Well-
made fries out of that potato.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
well,
sad.
the Potate stays. I have a ton of friends who saw me swaddle him.
But what if
There are
potato goes
pictures.
fast?
What if he goes rogue?
Wait. How long does a
Switch to the
potato
dark
stay
side.
fresh for if you haven't cut it?
I
Actually, it's not bad.
I want to bury
Yeah.
him. I want to bury him and see if he grows.
How about this, Arden? How about this? When it eventually, after a while, eventually turns rotten,
Aw.
you can bury him and make a new potato.
What if here's a compromise.
Okay.
We measure potato with a ton of different measuring thingies in different parts.
Sure, that sounds like science.
And like take some pictures and stuff,
Yeah.
so we know what size he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we bury him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
far,
I
so
wanna see
good.
it.
You're sitting on my shirt.
And
Oh,
then
sorry.
we bury him. And then like after like a month,
That sounds good.
we dig him up and we
Oh,
see
my.
if he's grown. And if he hasn't grown at all, I will let you make him in front.
Why do you
Okay.
want to bury the potato to grow?
To see if it grows.
I don't think that's
Number
important.
one, you need to do some research into how sweet potatoes grow, because maybe there's a way you can actually make that happen.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Tara wants
Number
to eat
two,
potato.
I'm not eating a potato that's been unburied after a month in our yard.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah, it just. I feel like
So it's a
very
win-win
clear.
for me.
Yeah.
I get potato. But the potato might be bigger.
No, not your grandpa.
I want to eat my grand potato.
Well, there we. Oh wow, is a potato in your shirt now?
Jeff Sherman, yeah, it's your great grandpa potato.
That's right, Jeff
That's
Sherman.
cute.
Jeff Sherman's watching. That is your great grandpotate, right there.
Oh wait, I'm in that picture.
You are.
I'm
You're
recreating
eating cotton
potatoes.
candy.
Wow, look at that.
Look, it's just like that, except with pretzels.
Okay.
That's the noises babies make when they're eating.
Terrifying.
I love my potato. He's
Well-
my child, my
Well-
love, my life.
Welcome to Steve, by the way. What?
Thanks,
Thank you, Oscar, for sharing that. Welcome to Steve, by the way. I hope you guys are doing okay. We're reaching the end of another work week. It's Good Friday, which is always kind of a weird name for a day.
Friday.
It wasn't good for the person it sort of celebrated for. It was a pretty hard Friday for Jesus. You guys know what this day
Yeah.
is.
That's when he got crucified, right?
That's right. That's right.
But it's nearly Sabbath, so they put him in a cave.
Yeah, that's right. Very good. Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alert for the Bible.
Or Jesus Christ Superstar.
Is that?
No, I
what-
guess
do you
it
know that
ends
because of
when
the?
he dies.
Do you know that because of the Bible or because of Jesus Christ Superstar?
Neither.
No, they don't do that in
Or
Jesus Christ.
because of
Jesus Christ Superstar just
Maybe
ends when he's
Owen
crucified.
Edgerton.
So today is the last day of Jesus Christ Superstar.
That's true.
Oh.
I think
we never get
actually
to watch Jesus Christ Superstar.
No, I think the touring cast, I think, did like a video, or like a Zoomy thing where they're all singing. I'm gonna look it up.
we should
later.
look at.
Yes.
That was great.
Andrew Lloyd Webber
You didn't see,
also.
but it was amazing.
Andrew Lloyd Webber also played the music to Hosanna, and basically said he was encouraging people to send in themselves singing along to the music that he played, and he was going to put together a sort of online chorus of people singing Hosanna from Jesus Christ Superstar.
That's
Which one's
I think
Hosanna?
it. I think. I think that was his way of saying, "I'm sorry about cats. It just happened."
It just
He should have
it
said that a
slipped
long
out.
time ago.
He's also been having a fun song battle with Lin-Manuel Miranda that is very
Cool.
enjoyable. They've been
What?
playing each other's songs. Yeah.
Oh my
I don't know if they-
Lin-Manuel Miranda must
yeah,
be
it's
freaking
adorable.
out.
Yeah, I think he is, because then Andrew Lloyd Webber played one of the King George songs, but in 7/8 time, which I'm not a musician really, and so, but I appreciate that it made Lynn go like, "Oh my God, he did that in 7/8 time," and it was a whole thing.
Oh yeah, 7/8 time because What's the Buzz is in 7/8
I think
time.
all of it. I think Andrew Lloyd Webber loves the 7/8 time.
I like it. I really liked what
I feel good
the
about
choreography for that
Yeah.
song that we saw was really cool.
Which this leads us into our first section of the Friday of
Fine Friday.
Fine Friday,
Third day Passover.
third day of Passover. It's the Broadway update. Arden, going to Arden to the Broadway table. What's going on
So-
in Broadway?
Sad stuff. Since Broadway had to extend its closure to like June 7th, I believe. So the musical Beetlejuice was supposed to be ending in June. I don't know the specific date, but it was around June. And this show had already been extended because it was like it's really funny and it's super popular. The sets are incredible. I totally didn't watch a bootleg of it. Anyway, so it was supposed to end like a couple like last month or before or something. But it got an extended run. And so what was going to happen is they were going to come back after April because that's when Broadway was supposed to open. And they were going to do like a couple more shows, like their last like 2 months or something, and then they would close, which is already sad. But because of the extended closure date, Beetlejuice is officially closed. They announced it the other day, or maybe even today, that Beetlejuice is officially closed. They won't be reopening. The last show they had before Broadway closed was their last show.
Oh.
Tara just farted. And
She does.
yeah.
Tara,
And
Tara's code for mom.
and the Music Man is going to be opening there with Sutton Foster as one of the people.
The Music Man is like the anti-Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It is maybe. But would you tell
But,
about?
But the good news is good
Yes.
news.
Oh,
yes.
right. Yeah. So
Goodness.
tonight at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Eastern Standard
Probably
Time.
Eastern.
Probably
It's
Eastern because
usually-
Broadway.
Happy Friday, Christina.
Huh. Good.
Good. Oh.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Fred.
Anyway, tonight on the Playbill website, you can buy it for $6.99. You get so Bandstand did a filmed version on stage where they kind of just filmed it live. And then they had like 2 days where they like the actors and friends and family kind of saw it.
Could
But-
you give a synopsis of what Bandstand
Yeah, I
is
feel like
about?
it's
Okay,
one
so
that makes-
It's not well
Bandstand
known.
is a musical. It isn't very well known, but it should be because it's great. So Bandstand is about this musician, this pianist, yeah,
Yeah.
Donnie Nowitzki, coming back from World War II, after World War II has just ended, and he needs a job, and so he puts together, and he isn't getting hired, and he's depressed and has PTSD, and I'm
Bandstand.
forming words in
He
my
puts
hand.
together a band.
Yeah, but there's a contest that's announced.
Mm.
It's like, hey, write a song about World War II, and you can be in the movies. Pretty exciting. And so Donnie Nowitzki is like, well, it's perfect for me. I write music and I was in World War II. I know that stuff. So he puts together a band of these different veterans about his age. We're all struggling with PTSD, so it's like that their journey with that, and then they're also their musical journey, and then also they have this woman, Julia Trojan.
This is the short synopsis.
Yeah,
remember. This
I know.
This is,
And it's hard. And so she joins the band, and she's kind of like a singer, and her husband died at war, and it's her coping with that, and her knowing that, and trying to find love again, and it's their journey to try and win this competition.
And all the music is big band music.
Yeah.
I love.
We like
And
Big
also
Band.
the musicians play a lot of the music on stage, which is pretty cool.
So
Or the
we-
actors play the
So we'll be watching that tonight.
Yes, we will.
we will.
Yes, yes.
And you
Cool.
can have I think you can watch it for 10 days.
What thing? Oh no.
No.
We're like, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the update from Broadway.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
news.
you, Arden.
Thank you, Arden, for the. And
Broadway update.
I think it's now time for the mathematical update.
Oh,
Ooh.
hi.
Yes,
Yeah,
Oscar,
it's me, Oscar Edgerton. Hi.
bartender
Hi.
and mathematician.
Yeah, so I left you guys off with a mathematical riddle kind of problem.
Yeah.
And I will now be sharing the answer.
Good.
Okay.
Excellent.
You're gonna have to remind us, I think, also of the question.
Math with Oscar.
Math with Oscar.
Math
with
Oscar. Okay.
What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be?
Okay, so if you
Okay, potato loves math. Bring it in, potato.
if you don't remember,
Mhm.
it was like what formula makes the numbers 6, 8, 14, 32, 86, and 248, so on infinitely.
Right, and I'm
If-
sure you all got it.
If
Yeah.
you have your answer, type it in the chat now.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll give you guys like
Give him
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Let's see.
I
Oh, yeah.
worked on this for a while, and I
Kelly doesn't have
got
to.
close.
pride
You
myself
already showed
on
that
being.
comment, Dad.
It's okay. I pride myself on being really good.
Yeah, if you
At
had
doing
if
these
you
kinds
had
of
the same
riddles.
amount of energy stuff, you would have
Yeah.
gotten it.
Hi,
Anyway,
Renee. It will be a happy Friday if you can figure out this math equation, Renee.
Yeah.
Stop writing comments and get to calculating.
No, I tried, and I was stumped. And I don't.
Actually, you were like halfway there.
I know. I was halfway there, but
And
I
then he
didn't get
made
it.
something that's a random formula that like didn't really.
It almost worked.
I thought it almost
It was
worked.
not even
That
supposed to
was
be
the best math I have
8.
ever seen your dad do.
It's true.
6, 8, 14, 32,
32.
86, 248,
This is very stressful.
248.
dot, dot, dot,
That's it.
to show it goes forever.
Are we able to comment?
Let's see.
Oh,
The-
Steve
Yeah,
the
we
show.
are.
Look at that. We did.
Does that? I hope that shows up out there. Let's
I
see.
don't know. We'll see. But
Sorry, Renee. That's true.
yeah, no.
Yeah, you fail.
Sorry.
We didn't know there was going to be homework. Yes.
I have some news while everyone is typing in their answers.
Renee, in this current environment,
Aw.
all work is homework. Oh my God.
I put googly eyes on potato.
Well, most potatoes have eyes, but that's ridiculous.
I get it. Gosh, that's too much. Oh no! It's just my dinner's getting farther and farther away.
I know.
I love you, Jody.
I love you too, Potato.
Do you want to kiss?
No, I don't want to kiss. It's social distancing.
Let's see, I can't figure out
Look,
how to put
This
this
is.
into a formula,
But
but half the previous two numbers and
Add the two
and
together.
add the two and multiply and then
Close
carry the
enough.
7 and then
Close
What- but is
divide
that-
by
is that right?
42.
Okay,
No,
it's
not-
close. It's
no.
close. It's very good.
Should I put glasses on?
Okay,
Dad,
Okay,
can I
now
borrow
look at now.
glasses?
Amwin down there is trying to claim the dog ate my homework from the bottom
yeah.
question.
Darla's working it out. You
Yeah.
got this, Darla. This is your.
It's true. I believe in you, darling. Okay, so Amwin's all.
Oh yeah, what is Amon saying?
Yeah, Amwin's like,
I can-
you're so close. Go down, 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 down there.
There.
yeah.
I turned
Dad,
it in
can I
by
borrow your
Google. No,
glasses?
I turned it in by a Google Classroom. I don't know why
Can I
you don't have
borrow your
it
glasses?
because
Oh, I
I
thought you were using the
definitely
paper.
turned
I was like,
it in. Definitely did.
And wait, is the potato now wearing my glasses?
Oh, my God, it's so cute!
Why?
How can you eat that?
Oh,
How?
oh.
I'm smart.
Okay, I'm not sure if anybody has.
I think
the
you're gonna have to just.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
I think
gonna
just
say
tell
it.
us. Tell
Ready?
us.
So, the formula for those numbers that I came up with is drumroll, please. Not that type of drumroll. N minus 5 equals 3 to the power of x.
I'll put that in there.
N is what you're solving for.
N-
X is any number.
Minus
5
5 equals.
equals
Is there an equal here? Yeah.
Yeah.
3 to the power of x.
Oh, how to the power?
Let me
do
do
it.
it.
Do
Three-
the up.
I know. To the power of x.
Yeah. See.
There we go. So n is what you're solving for, and x is any number. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
I just
Wow.
appreciate that you guys both know how to do to the power of on a keyboard, and Dad and I
Well,
are both like,
I know
It's
it
because you have to do it in
because
Zoom.
you have to do that in Python as well.
No.
Whenever you want to do something to the power of something else in Python, it's a coding language.
Yeah.
You do 2 of those.
Oh, all right. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, no, we can't do anything else in Zoom, and we have to do it to the power of.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Thank
so
you,
if you plug in any number for X,
Mhm.
you will get you get something for N somewhere in this pattern. Yeah.
Right.
It's amazing.
I love math.
Oh, Tate loves math. I really want to eat him, but he's so adorable.
Put a hat on him. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Oh my
a
gosh.
tiny mini hat.
I don't have a tiny.
All right.
Ooh, why don't we have a tiny mini hat?
Owen made
If,
us.
if that sweet potato, by the way, if that sweet potato were playing basketball, it would star in the animated feature Space Yam.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm not even acknowledging.
I think it does.
I'm not acknowledging it.
It does.
That
Space
was-
Yam.
There you
That
go.
was like dad joke.
Here we go.
Extreme.
Ah!
Yeah,
Ow.
here we go.
Goodness.
Gotta have it one way or the
Wow.
other. There.
Goodness.
In the junk drawer, there's
So-
scissors.
There's plenty of room. So, what I was going to have my recommendation. This would be my contribution.
Okay.
I did make Jody and I gin and tonics. We just got from
Ooh, gin
actually-
and tonic.
from the water carbonizer
Soda
stream that Amwin and Warren got us. We finally got flavors for it. We usually just add lime juice or lemon juice, but now we've got cola and root beer
All diet, so
and diet. That's great.
Yes.
And-
Good for the type 1 diabetics.
Thank you for the womp womp. That's the best my comedy deserves right now. And the fact that I encourage people to drink with my comedy is the only reason the Alamo continues to pay me on occasion. But
your jokes are getting.
we did make we did make a gin and tonics tonight. So we had a gin and
Diet
tonic, diet tonic, and it.
Oh, did you guys use the flavoring for tonic?
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can try some.
Ooh, I want to try some
Go
tonic.
for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think you'll like it.
Push it and shove
Yeah,
it.
it's nice. It's very nice.
Oh, here's my cup.
We
Yeah, it's right. And no, the potato is too young.
Kate is underage.
Yeah, for a gin and tonic.
And I'm
So
going
Is
to
it
eat.
this one?
we're gonna eat that potato.
No.
Yes, I think so.
This
Yeah.
means Lisa
If not,
doesn't
it'll
like
either
it.
taste like water or not like water, and that's how you'll know.
So here's my contribution today, Steve.
Mm.
It was interesting. I reached. I was following. There's a writer I love, Elizabeth Crane, who is a really brilliant novelist and short story writer. She also wrote the screenplay based on one of her novels, and she's just an incredible writer and a really incredible human being. Elizabeth Crane. If you guys haven't read her stuff, I most certainly recommend it. And she was talking about different ways that she's dealing with everything that's been going on. And one of the things she mentioned was that oh goodness
Oh
gracious,
my.
that she'll
Sorry.
start.
Sorry if that hurt you guys' ears.
She'll start each day reading something that she calls sort of like spiritual in some way, something that's sort of helping her out. And I imagine that's a sort of vast, different array of different writings. But I asked her what she's reading right now. I think she's okay if I share it. But she was rereading for the umpteenth time by Pema Chödrön, Comfortable with Uncertainty. This is actually a beautiful collection of basically short meditations, just really short little page or 2-page chapters on some of the sort of core teachings of Buddhism, and actually just in a really wonderful way, appropriate for what we're going through right now, where uncertainty is the norm, which of course it always is the norm. But I've been finding this a really cool book to dip back into right now. So that would be my recommendation for today.
I love
Steve.
that.
Yeah.
I've gone the absolute opposite direction and started reading Station 11, which is a novel about a virus pandemic
Oh my.
that sweeps the world. Hang on. And yeah, like the first 30 pages, I was like, oh, wow, this bless your heart. Because
What am I hanging on for?
it's I was just thinking about the author's journey to realizing that a lot of her book is kind of are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emily St. John Mandel. I have it. I think it's in bed.
It's a beautiful book.
Right? It is. I'm really excited to read it. I was like, do I read this or do I not read this? And then I decided I know myself and I need to go in and dive in and go through this journey so I can like come out the other side. So
Yeah.
it's
We're seeing
great.
that Tom Booker Thank you. Yeah, Renee
Yeah.
knows. Station 11.
It's
is
great so far.
Tom
Like,
Booker was. I had a conversation with Tom Booker, who I think was made a comment earlier, so he might be watching. And Tom Booker mentioned like, oh gosh, we've been kind of watching different films that kind of play into all this. And he said, well, we watched Contagion. And I was like, oh gosh, Contagion. That's a beautiful film, and it really talks about a pandemic. It's so scary. And he goes, yeah, I went to bed before it finished. I was like, well, how can you do that? Like, if you're going to enter into any pandemic narrative or plague narrative, get to the end. See it through to when humanity, survives in some
Or
way.
dies.
Or right, but like,
But
yeah.
generally, these stories end on a note of hope.
Resident Evil.
Historically, well, Resident Evil. I'm not spoiler on the last movie, but there's hope in it. But yeah, historically, humanity turns out when pandemics have swept the world, swept a community, that humanity survives, learns, in fact, develops in some ways. That has been our narrative as humanity. That
World War Z.
Well, no, the other book I read was Laurie Halse Anderson's Fever 1793, which again is like pandemic flu of 1793 in Philadelphia. And again was an intense journey, but like was really good to read and come through the other side. Totally recommend it. It was really good. It was so similar to now and also different enough because it was 1793.
Yeah.
So.
And I
Little
read.
Shop of Horrors.
I read the Year of Wondering. And the Year of Wondering is about a community in England that during the 17th century in 1666, there was a small town in England that realized that they were having a plague outbreak, and they quarantined themselves. They said, listen, no one leave town because we'll be just carrying the plague everywhere if we do. So stay here. And for a year, they self-quarantined. And historically, there's not a lot known about this town, but there's a beautiful novel, The Year of Wondering, which is about everything that happened of this community taking care of each other, looking out for each other. And it's a beautiful story. Oh my gosh.
I made him a hat. I made him a top
The
hat.
sweet
Do you want to put it
potato.
on the full top or a little bit higher?
No, it's all
sassy.
jaunty. It's a jaunty
Yeah.
side hat. I love it.
Whose cup is
And,
this?
oh my gosh.
That's mine.
Oh, I was gonna put him in it.
No, put it in Dad's cup.
That's come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Not
worried.
high enough though, right?
I don't know. We'll see. No, that's
Not. There we go.
that kind of works.
Oh, boy. Wow. What?
So
it's
how
funny,
can you?
He's just part of the family now?
it's funny
Yeah.
that Sweet Potato is wearing a hat but not pants.
Oh my!
Do you want me to make him pants?
Yes.
I don't know if I
Yes,
do.
he does.
This is so weird. This is
I
fun.
hope you eat me for dinner.
No, that's not his
I'm-
voice,
Dad.
Oh, speaking of fun voices, I
Come
learned
on
how to
in.
do this. What should I say? Guys?
You
You gotta lean in. This potato is my
Oh,
best friend.
sweet.
This potato, is my best friend.
Hang on, let me get the camera on you so you can do that.
Wait, it's easier when I'm laying on the ground.
Oh my god.
Wow, this is.
Give us something else to say. I'm ready.
All right, hang on. Let me
Wait,
get.
I don't think they can hear you.
This is a. Wow, this is okay.
Life is-
Oh,
Oh god. Oh no.
oh no. Okay.
Okay, wait, I'm ready. What should I
Okay.
say?
How about Happy Good Friday, everybody?
Happy Good Friday, everybody. That's
Wow.
pretty good.
That's pretty. Oh, there's Station 11.
Oh, I brought it
It's
in.
all
That's
right.
funny.
I set it up. We're good.
Okay, so that, as you can tell, things are getting pretty weird.
We're doing great, guys.
It does look like Mr. Peanut.
Oh, it doesn't eat me. Otherwise, I would have to kill him. And eat him.
And eat me.
Kill Owen.
You'll
It's
see.
cool, guys. Let's
See
stay
you in hell.
See you in hell.
He's too pure to go there.
Marty asks who he needs a face mask, and I think that is so true.
I'll be
Oh my god.
Oh, Marty, you've
I
inspired
think
us.
that'd be a little easier than the hat, maybe.
You know,
Too bad that
it's-
our actual face masks are in the watch because that could have been really quick.
I
journey,
know.
but
boy, the sweet potato is definitely the most popular member of our family.
it's really.
Get out of
I'm
here.
not gonna eat this
I'm
potato.
the father now.
And I really.
What?
You are not the father.
You're replacing me, potato?
Yeah, you're just tight. Get out.
Goddamn
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Why are you still here?
Well, I just noticed
Get
that
out of
you don't even have arms.
Get out of here.
You don't have a mouth.
I'm getting him
I have arms now.
Oh!
hell out of me, potato.
It's potato.
Okay, I'm gone.
Wait, I need potato again to give him his mask. Oscar, will you bring him to me?
And stay out. Okay.
Well, apparently it's just
what
me.
you
Jody, Steve.
Place him in my lap.
I have a potato for a spouse now, so that's awkward. Luckily, I've still got this fantastic child.
Hey, we're getting close to the end now.
Okay, Arden, can you bring?
As Arden said,
Give me a time. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So by the way, goodness, sorry about that.
Stop doing that, Dad.
Did want to say for those friends who are watching, in the Master Pancake community, we're pretty tight group of people who do the shows and enjoy the shows at the Alamo Draft House, and now we've been doing shows that John's been keeping up on Twitch, where we've been doing streaming old shows where we've been introducing them. In fact, tonight they're doing Stargate, which is really fun.
Stargate.
But in our community, we lost someone today, and that is hitting me and us and the community hard. So it's hard to see someone go, and I know that a lot of people have been experiencing that. So we're sending out love to Chris and everyone in his life as well in this time. It's hard. Yeah. But thank you guys for being with us through this and continuing to join us. And we keep doing this on every weekday. We'll be doing next week. We're planning on doing it some different times.
Yeah, we might test out some random Steve times. I don't know if we will.
Oh gosh, I hope that.
Let me do it.
Oscar, will you please fix the mic?
Is that okay?
No, it's
I'm
not.
on my way with potato.
Okay, Pat's
That's
gonna
more
send us
like-
out today, but next week we'll post some times if we decide to change it up a little bit. Oh
wow, that's what-
Potato.
Oh, potato.
Can Potato sing some kind of a like stay
Wait,
home?
Make
song?
potato flip people off.
No.
No.
Potato.
She told me.
Uh,
I have a song that I can play.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
I have it pulled up, guys. Don't worry.
Good. Excellent.
Here we go.
Well, guys, happy third day of Passover. Happy Good Friday. Happy weekend. Whatever it is that you celebrate or don't celebrate or observe.
I celebrate the weekend.
And thank you for being such a part of our extended family and our community. It's always wonderful to know that blood goes beyond our borders of our house.
Ew!
Family.
Stop!
Pretty you.
The
Blood flows beyond the borders of our house.
Getting a little shiny.
I just mean our community.
Here's potato.
Our community.
We all know what you meant. It's very hard.
Okay, sending out love. Okay, Arden, take us out.
Yes, whatever since the world began. Same pot, everyone's been jumping on the fellow man, pounding beat.
Wait, hold on, it's gonna mute us again.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. Bye.